It's time for another Soul Forged still making episode of Better Than Wolves Minecraft with Karnak Sam. Folks, bear with me here. I'm not quite done getting everything set up. Gotta get my little pop-out chat window here so I can see if anybody's watching or joins in. Gotta keep it real. So, folks, if you've been keeping track of us, then you would know. If you've been watching, then you know that we've been playing for a while now. Huh. Oh well. And we've gotten to a point. Oh, I can pause the playback. Holy shit. Okay. Well, that's useful. I'll just do that. There we go. And then I will open this up. That might actually be more useful. Okay. Not sure how to do this. Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, that's not working. Nope. I think I just figured something awesome out. Hello, whoever's watching me. I'll be with everybody here in a second. I'm trying to get something working for my playback so it'll be a little bit more intuitive and useful for me to see if anybody's actually watching, so I won't be playing completely oblivious when somebody's watching. They go, hey, there's no sound or something like that. But anyway, I just started the feed and it won't take me but a second to get this working. I hope everything is fine, whoever you are. How's everything going? Region. There we go. That'll work. And I got it going. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. That'll work out. That'll be really good. So anyway, welcome to the show, folks. Today we're going to be investigating what's going on here, because Might need to empty this out. Oh yeah. And I may need to go ahead and start automating some things. Now, last time we played, we made this automated bottle distillery. Now, what this does, for those of you that don't know, this is a bottling plant, and what it does is it takes urns and places them here. We're gonna have to do something about that. That just doesn't look good. And it I have to make sure I turn this off. Oop. I'm gonna have to get a light block and something else so I can tell if it's on or not. There we are. Now what we'll do, we have to make soul urns. Soul urns are the main ingredient in sulfured steel. You have to have them before anything else will make, and this really good armor that we've got here, plate leggings, breastplate, plate helm, plate boots, all that good stuff, this adds a amazing amount of protection. And making it is very labor intensive. You really have to keep things going, and the main objective of the game right now, we've slayed the Ender Dragon, we have defeated the Wither, not in that particular order, but we have gotten to the point in this game that we are at, for all intents and purposes, we're in the end game. Now, there's no other really great challenges. We're playing now for our own amusement at this point. But what we can do, everything that we're going to be doing from this point going forward is going to be done with the purpose of adding greater and greater freedom to build, to make whatever we want. Do I have... I don't have a bow and arrow. Why do I not have a bow and arrow? See, look, he's hitting me, but I have a projectile protection, and he's not hitting me for shit. He is a lone gunman, and he is not going to be able to land enough. I'll heal before he hits me. Sulfured steel is like a game-breaking, like over OP armor almost. Oh no. I saw a creeper. Gotta get out of here before it blows up. Whoa, where is he? He's right there. Snip his balls off. But what we're going to be doing, we have a village in here with some dudes. In this village, we're going to be trading with them. And the trading mechanic of Better Than Wolves is going to provide us with some tools that are going to pretty much make it so that we'll have unlimited gold. We'll have unlimited food, which we already have that, pretty much. But the trading mechanic is set up so that you have to start, how can I say this? You have to start making things that you wouldn't normally want to make. Of course, sort of encourages you to, like right now, the librarians, they want lots and lots of ink. Now, normally, whoever makes ink. But now I'm going to have to go build a squid farm, and I think that's going to be what we're going to be working on today. Now, right here, I've used pistons, a Better Than Wolves block called a turntable, and the Better Than Wolves hoppers to facilitate automatic urn making. And I've already made 64 urns. Now, you have to fire them in a kiln. The kiln basically works like this. I'm going to go ahead and take a soul urn out. I'm going to take an urn. Now this is unfired pottery. This isn't an urn as of yet. What you do is you go up to the urn, up to the kiln. And this kiln is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks of 9 blocks of bricks arranged in such a way that one of the blocks is on the inside and it has stoked fire underneath it. These are also the same blocks as this. It's just to have a custom a random item texture for that that's set up to render it like that. But anyway, when you place it, it starts firing the pottery, and after a certain amount of time it pops out. Now this was the master kiln that I made earlier in the game, and I made 8 kilns beside of each other so that I could quickly make all the items that you need. But anyway, this is an urn, and then you have to go down here and you have to take, here I'll make an urn and I'll show you. I'll make a soul urn and I'll show you. You have to take ground netherrack, which is made by grinding netherrack in a millstone. It sort of releases all of the souls, right? And then you take a hopper and you put a soul sand block in this as a filter, right? Then you place the urn underneath, and then go up here and you pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You pass 8 pieces of ground netherrack onto the soul sand, and it's passing the souls in here. Watch what happens when the last one goes. See that? The urn turned into something. It turned into a soul urn. Now we have 64 of these babies we want to make, right? Oh, and the ground netherrack, once all the souls are passed out of it, it becomes hellfire dust, which is basically like netherrack is made up of the souls that go to hell, and they are all packaged with this kind of shit that makes them burn forever, right? Well, you just released the souls. Well, now you've just got the magical stuff that, burns forever. And you can place that stuff, 8 of them, into a non-stoked cauldron, and it will become concentrated hellfire. Then you take concentrated hellfire, and you can use those in a crafting grid, and you can use them to make hibachis, because this basically will burn forever. Or you can take a block of concentrated hellfire, boom, and I made it look like red brick, but this is amazing. I don't want to do it here, but if you set that on fire, so it's just going to keep burning forever and ever and ever. It'll never stop burning. So let's put that away. Now what we're going to do for right now is we are going to make an indicator light that will tell us if the if the bottling plant is turned on, because I like to have an on and off switch for my master builds and all that. And the reason for that is because if you don't have an on and off switch, things get really like convoluted, like you start to bog down the system. I also need to make an on off switch for this too, but we'll get to that. This is my master kiln. Now I dressed it up a little bit to make it look all snazzy, but it is just the same thing. We just got brick in here that it burns, and this is a block dispenser. It's a block that will place other blocks to the outside opening. Now what I'm going to do is I want to smelt these. Well, I don't want to sit around and have to bake all of them. So what I do is I split them up 4 ways, just so there's a division of work, right? and it's on a timing mechanism underneath that splits it, inverts the signals, does whatever it wants with the redstone, and it times everything out so that when it's had time to cook, it flushes them out with water. By the way, those blocks are being pulled away with sticky pistons, and then the block dispenser puts it down and it starts cooking. And I've timed it so that it takes just enough time. It will burn just long enough to turn them into fired pottery, and once they do, they should all go at pretty much the same time. There we go. And now the items are still there and they need to be flushed out, so the water comes out and flushes them down. It's really really fun to build these things. I think I'm just going to leave them in here and I'm going to see how efficient these things are. But we're going to go ahead and go down here, and we're going to go to the bottom plant, and we're going to get ready for those urns. And while we're doing that, it's going to go ahead and do this. Now, Better Than Wolves has a mechanic that makes death a very, very, very bitchy thing. Like, you really don't want to die, and the reason you really don't want to die is because when you die, it spawns you out really, really far from where you were from. So basically, the spawn point doesn't work anymore, and you can't sleep in a bed just to make it work. Hold on. You know what? I think I can make an indicator light right here. Are there... Okay, now this is where the soul urn is, and this is where the hopper is. And this hopper will let the soul urn go in. Now we're going to turn it on. Alright, look at that. The indicator light comes on, letting me know that the timing mechanism is on. And it does all of that passing of the soul sand for me automatically. And it pops that urn down in there, falls into the hopper. Boom, we got soul urn, right? I think I got about 4 or 5 urns left. But it's pretty tight. Like, the timing of this thing is pretty impressive, actually. It does just enough. There we go. Now the light's off. But we got to do something to put. We want to put like some kind of a block right here that won't interfere with how it looks. May have to be glass. Matter of fact, that might be the best thing for it. Don't think I have glass in here. No, I don't. But I do have more of this. Now, what I do to split it up evenly is I've got 4 of these block dispensers. These are just dispensers. These aren't even block dispensers. What I want to do is I want to split it up 4 ways and have it be perfectly even 4 ways. So I'll just, whoops. Now we're going to have a couple left over, but that's okay. I don't really mind that. I'll put it right here. Eventually it'll go in. And because the timing mechanism isn't letting it go through here, see, this block right here is kind of ground zero for this. I've got the timing mechanism over there. And what I've got is I've got a turntable with the redstone torch on it, and that redstone torch is just sending a redstone pulse out there every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yeah. So anyway, only this block right here can complete this redstone circuit when it's placed. So watch, when it places the half slab, it doesn't do it. But when it places the glass, so that one it would. But I've got it turned off right now, so that's fine. But we don't want to put anything in here until we have enough urns to accommodate it. And it gives me all of my concentrated hellfire, so I can then go and it gives me all my hellfire dust, and therefore I can make concentrated hellfire in greater quantities. So this is all great, and this is my wolves. I'm going to actually have to make a wolf breeding system. I've never done that before, because the villagers want wolf meat. Go figure, right? Now over here I've already got a place prepared that I've kind of got these two areas that were, wait, what time of day is it? Damn it, it's almost nighttime. I got these two areas that are pretty much just water. I decided this is where I was going to make my squid farm, and then I kind of chiseled out all of the areas around it that were water, and I made this big old thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build. I think I got enough to spawn me some squids now. I'm going to make a kill trap for these squids that goes down and then makes a nice little collection place for it. Right now, we're going to go back inside. I got something I got to take care of, so I may turn off the feed for a little bit. If I do, I'll be back very soon. For one thing, I want to make sure that my chicken trap is working because I spent a lot of time. Ooh, it's still, it's still losing a couple. That's not good. I want it to be completely efficient. I don't want it to lose anything. It definitely lost one of those urns. I was able to turn it back on, but whatever. Okay, chicken trap is on. So I guess we will go and examine the chicken trap and make sure that it doesn't... Oh fuck, I didn't even put the concentrated hellfire in there. Oh, look at this. Got an automatic woodcutter. I'm very proud of this baby. I'll show you that later. But for right now, let's go on in here and see. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this. See now, in regular Minecraft, you don't ever have this much, these many buildings going on. But in Better Than Wolves, this is just another day at the office. This is what it's all about in Better Than Wolves, man. This is it. And I love the idea that I had to build all this. That there's not a single building in here that I built just for the heck of it. Every single thing in here is just on the level, important, splendid. Don't like the way this is cluttered. The floor feels a little bit cluttered. Okay, we got enough for 64 urns now, but we need to actually make more than that. I wish I could make tallows out of chicken. If I could do that, then I would be making us some tallows. The feathers were what I was really after when I built this thing, but that's okay. I really do enjoy the fact that I've got all these chicken. That means I don't have to make kibble for my dog factory. I can still do it, but I'm not going to. Now, here's the thing. This is season 2 of Better Than Wolves Minecraft with Karnak Sam. The first season I sort of did, and I cheated a little bit too much on that game, so I kind of got to the point where I felt like I cheated too much and I wanted to start over. This game is pretty legitimate. The only reason that I have done any kind of cheating on this game, in this game, is like when there's been a place like, say, let's say for instance, uh, well, there was a time, for instance, when I was out on the ocean, and squids attack you in this game, and you can go back and watch this whole like 400-hour playthrough, and you can see a couple of them in random places. Good luck finding them. And they'll like chomp on your head and pull you down into the water. And that's not good, so you don't want that to happen. Well, my game froze up momentarily and crashed, and when I came to, I was in the bottom of the ocean. I could not avoid it, so instead of losing 2 weeks worth of work, I decided what I was going to do was get out of the game before I died, and MC edited myself so that I was back where I had started from. And there was another time when I was caving in my game, like my spy bot started to do a little scan, and so everything on my computer froze, and while I was frozen, a freaking creeper came up behind me and blew me up. So like, when things like that happen, I have to try to fix it. I can't just sacrifice all that playtime, because man, I am a busy guy. It doesn't look like it, but I am busy. All these hours of playthrough that I do. I mean, I am a productive and informed member of society. Trump supporter, absolutely, and fucking A. So, anyway, I'm gonna have to go and take care of my boy for just a little bit, and I will be back very soon. And you guys and gals, enjoy. I'll be back.